Hey, my sisters, come on in the room. This is your senior soul sister trying to give you an update on this install. So we are now up to day 4. Spent 10 hours on Saturday, 10 hours on Sunday, 6.5 hours or so yesterday. And this is how far we've gotten. The front section. And what I want to give you a tip about, I actually wanted to know just how many were in here because I was afraid that it might be 200. And that was going to be too many because that would have been 2, 4 plus whatever's in the back. And I'm trying to stay in the 500 range. So what I did was counted these out and I did them in little bundles. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120, 30, 40, and I think I missed one in there. So it's right at 150. And a couple of them I just went on and put 1 or 2 more in there. So they're right at 150 to 155 on that side. So that lets me know that I will be in that 300 range for the front, which is okay, as small as they are. But this is the only other section that she completed so far and still has the rest of this row going back, about 5 more rows back, all of this, and then, of course, all of the back. Now, the back is going to be bigger. I did them in 1/4 for the front, and then I want the next size, which is about the 5/16. If you look on the little micro lock ruler for the back. So they are going to be bigger, and I'm hoping that that might go a little quicker. But these are my tips. So my husband and I were joking, you know how that expression, you get what you pay for, right? So I went with the trainee, and these are the questions you've got to ask your trainee. Number 1, how many installs have they done? Number 2, what kind of installs? Have they actually worked with long hair? Because she has only worked with hair that was maybe about 8 inches. So there's a big difference between doing 8 inches versus 12 to 14 inches. I cut 2 inches off my hair, just hoping that I was making the install easier, but that didn't really work. So here we are at day going on day 4. Now her mentor is supposed to be helping us on Thursday evening, and what I asked her is whether or not she could do beyond the trainee's 2-hour training session, just so that we can go on and finish so that I can finally be done with this, because I'm sure she's much quicker. What else? So yeah, the 10, doing them 10 is an easy way to count how many you have. And that's what you want to go over with your installer, right? You want to ask, based on the size that you think you want, what's the estimate in terms of how many locks you'll actually have, because you do not want 700, 800, 600 something locks when it comes to your reties and your maintenance. They are charging you basically usually by the hour. Now, they might give you just a flat rate, and then if you go beyond that, it's an additional whatever. But the more locks you have, the longer that retightening process is going to take. So try to, limit them. Sisterlock is 400 and above. Anything over 400 is considered Sisterlocks, that it meets their criteria, and then in terms of using the particular grid pattern that they have. So those are my install updates for today. Stay tuned. I'm going to keep it coming in terms of when we actually finish this. It is what it is. I think that I will enjoy it when it's finally done. But you want to make sure, in terms of the length, in terms of the count, try to give you an estimate of how many hours they think it's going to take. But just beware if it is a trainee. And it could be a trainee. Like if she's someone who's working in a shop and doing this all the time, even though she hasn't been approved, that's totally different from my situation where this is someone who has a full-time job and this is just her side hustle that she's just getting into. If I had known that, then I probably would have gone with another trainee who has more experience, and this is something that she's doing on a day-to-day basis. Because the ambassador, her mentor, this is what she does. This is her bread and butter that she's doing every day. And that makes a big difference in terms of the experience and the speed that they are going to have. So stay tuned, y'all. Have a good one.